So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll keep it on the ground. Merritt, and running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
2nd and 10. Back to throw. Fields. And he's got the hook up to Moore. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
He kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Here we go.
Here's 3rd and 3. Play action. It's Fields. He's got his target. That's complete. He's going to pick up the 1st down and then some. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards. Off play action. Fields. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Cole Kmet, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears continue to pull away here in this first half. Santos with the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Mayfield going to switch things up here. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Henry. Stopped on the play by Jaquan Brisker.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Now 2nd and 5. Again, it's Henry. And he stopped immediately there. Here is 3rd and 5. Mayfield. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Kings! Hurry!
Now Mayfield on 4th down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand. and they'll take that.
First time into the red zone for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10 right at the 20.
Point it right, point it right, point it right.
Now Mayfield. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Velus Jones now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And that's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Fields. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
And the Bears first down.
One play action. Fields. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. To the air again, Fields. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Lavonte David. And the Buccaneers are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Following the interception, Mayfield. He dumps it off for Henry. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield, eluding the pressure right. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Santos now to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Buccaneers 7. Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drop. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jaquan Brisker. And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown. Now the point after try for Santos. And the route is on here in this first half.
Makes the score Bears 42. Buccaneers 7. Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer the last to do it. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. DJ Moore. His second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Bears will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Here now a 3rd and 20. Mayfield on play action. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 28-yard line.
Here we go, son.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Here we go.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Matter. Yep. You got a mini base, right?
Here's Fields. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Alpha, 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 alpha. Tonight.
Fields. He'll let this go for Adams. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, Chicago brings out Trenton Gill. Back deep for the Bucs is Devin Tompkins. And this will be taken at the 13. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Buccaneers 7.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
22. Do not get rid of 22. Get him.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Let's go alpha right here. Tonight.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 42 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. A play fake, now Fields to throw. That one into the hands of Adams downfield. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
No muss. Right.
Now it's Fields. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Tonight.
Now Fields. It's caught here by Adams. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Again, Fields. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. No, Fields is off, and on comes Cairo Santos for the Chicago field goal. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. This defense just continues to bottle up that ground game. And look, I mean, the deficit right now for this offense is so big that it might not matter. But you're still in the third quarter. They're probably going to have to try things through the air, Charles.
I agree with you totally. That's what they'll have to do. They do need to run it occasionally to take a few hits off the quarterback, because right now, you just know those pass rushers are fired up to get after him.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL, and all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
A first down carry for Henry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. And now here is another interception. It's Bubba Bolden who picks it. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
At the 39-yard line.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now it's Fields off the bootleg. Rolling to his right. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. After all that, they only wind up with a yard. It's 2nd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. You got a young quarterback. You know, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Santos' kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, the only silver lining on the other sideline, CD, is that they kept him out of the end zone, but still, that's another 3 points added on to this large lead.
Yeah, no shortage of scoring or big plays on defense in this one. And even up by 4 possessions, still finding ways to create opportunities and capitalize with points.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
This will go to Henry out wide. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. A lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the third quarter. Now, they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And can you add some blinders to the cliche, meaning keep these guys from looking at the scoreboard, because that doesn't help them at all right now. Their focus needs to be on finishing every drive with points and playing mistake-free football from here on out.
Derrick Henry all alone. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's Mayfield. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a 1st down.
Mayfield off the play fake. This one taken in by Otten. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Back now in Tampa. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
Hey, alert 33.
To throw, Mayfield. And this one drops in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be, and now it's 4th down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. We've paid this offense plenty of compliments already, but I mean, they are deserving as they start another series. To be leading by this much with so much time left to play in the 4th, Charles, it's really been impressive to watch.
It has been, and you have to think to yourself, the preparation that went into this, but the absolute focus that they kept throughout in order to have this kind of a result. This is Super Bowl-esque, and they've got to feel awfully good about what they put out there today.
At the 22-yard line.
Hey, never mind, Monday.
On 2nd down, here's Fields. And it's complete to Adams. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Well, there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the 4th quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? And
my goodness, another interception. Eddie Jackson picks it, and this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. 63 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. To throw is Fields. On the out route, this is Adams with a catch. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do in that one as a receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Velus Jones, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bears are on their way to a 2-0 start. Santos with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
2nd down, they go again with Henry. And he'll get a couple up to the 29. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Merritt. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Chip's hurt. Hey, can. Smart's right. Right.
Now a handoff up the middle. Merritt. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 87 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown This thing is ugly. Santos now to add the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Bears 69, Buccaneers 10.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
At the 26-yard line.
Now Mayfield.
A check down here for Henry. And he'll be taken down after a gain of about 8, as that will lead us to the 2-minute warning.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Run. Real.
Mayfield on 3rd and 2.
And that one almost intercepted. Boy, he's got 2 already, nearly a third, but not to be, and it's 4th down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll run for it with Henry. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
4th and 2 in the NFL, not ordinarily a running down anymore. Usually that ball is moved through the air. They went ahead and gave it to the back, and he ends up picking up the first down. I'm not sure if they fooled him as much as they just did a nice job executing.
Needed 2, and they got 3. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down.
That's going to be caught by Judy.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Mayfield now on 2nd down. And he's got his man on the out route. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. 1st down, Mayfield.
And nearly another interception. Well, it would have been his 3rd of the game, but this time he couldn't hang on.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. And this is caught by Martavis Bryant. And they're going to speed things up here.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays just like that one we saw there.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. And they will take a knee here. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears, and it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter.